Look what it led to. Genesis 41:38. So Pharaoh asked them, "Can we find anyone like this man? One in whom is the Spirit of God." See, when Joseph showed up, he gave Pharaoh the interpretation of his dream. He said, "Pharaoh, there's going to be 7 years of plenty, but we need to prepare. Because right after that, there's going to be 7 years of famine, hard famine. And we got to get ready. We got to do the right things to make sure that everybody is taken care of." Pharaoh was so impressed that he recognized right away that the Spirit of God was on him. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Since God has made all this known to you, there is no one so discerning and as wise as you, Joseph. You shall be in charge of my palace, and all of my people are to submit to your orders. Only with respect to the throne will I be greater than you." I promise you, when Joseph was sitting in that prison, he did not think this: "I cannot wait to be second in charge. Pharaoh's going to make me his guy." Joseph had no idea this was coming. None. He was just faithful. Don't lose that. I don't know what God's plan is for this. You may not want to know. Not right now. It may blow your mind what God's plan is through this, but here's what I do know. God orchestrated and used all of these events to move Joseph from the prison to the palace. There's a purpose in the prison. God has a plan. And if you think you're just damaged goods and you're just wasting away, that's not the case at all. If you think God's forgotten about you, that's not the case at all. In fact, I'll even go further. Do you see how it all worked? Joseph, 17-year-old kid, thrown into a pit, sold by his brothers into slavery, bought by those slave traders by a man named Potiphar. Potiphar, he becomes the head of Potiphar's house, accused unfairly, unjustly, by Potiphar's wife of wanting to sleep with her, thrown into prison, wondering now what happens. Becomes cellmates with a baker and a cupbearer who had some wild dreams. He told them the meaning, seemingly forgotten. And all of a sudden, all of these events, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, led to Joseph being second in charge over the entire nation. Because of Joseph's wisdom, lives were saved. Because of Joseph's wisdom, God's plan came together. But there's no way that Joseph could have seen that taking place while he was in the prison. You may wonder, God, what's your plan? What's your plan? What do you want to do? I don't know the answer to that. You may not know the answer to that, but God knows the answer to that. Stay faithful, Joseph. Don't run. Stay loyal to God, Joseph. Be obedient, Joseph. Don't walk away. Don't stray. Don't rebel. Don't isolate yourself. Keep on ministering. Keep on loving God. Keep on loving people. You're not forgotten. God has a plan. God has a plan. God has a plan.